So those that don't know Dr. Elaine, would you like to describe what you do and what you've done?
What I do is look at different ways that we can improve plant production, nutrient concentrations, reduce high amounts of water in growing our plants. I want to get as a maximum amount of nutrients into the plants so that your plant will be protected against disease-causing organisms. It's the lack of nutrients that prevent the plant from being able to have get its immune system to function properly. And so if we can get all of those nutrients into the plant that it needs on demand sort of thing, then that plant can utilize it, can turn on its immune system, and then it's pretty much safe from all the diseases and pest problems. But if there's no biology in the soil doing their job, then your plant is not going to get the nutrients it needs in the proper balances. And it always drives me crazy when people start talking about nitrogen, as if that's the only nutrient that there are in plants. Well, I'm sure as you've all noticed that we eat plants in order to get all of the nutrients. So don't we have to worry about those nutrients just as much as we need to worry about nitrogen? And the answer is a big hearty yes. So how does nature do that? Nature has been growing plants for the last billion years, rooted plants that require soil in order to grow. And so how has nature been doing this? Because I think she's got a little more smarts than us human beings have. She's
Right.
been doing it by a billion years longer than we have. So coming along with the Green Revolution, where we were the masters of our own fate. We understood everything that was going on, and yep. So we're working on all those ways of working with nature to
Right.
grow our plants. So I was a professor at Oregon State University for some 15 years or so, and the gosh, I got so much trouble at university about the fact that I was working with growers. That's not part of the ivory tower.
Hmm.
We are above the average person out there working in the fields. Not all of the professors feel that way, but a
Hmm.
significant number of them did, to affect, I think, basically my ability to get tenure. When in that conflict, I finally just kind of went, the people I'm really interested in working with are the growers,
Sure.
getting them to change their ways, reduce the cost of growing those plants. Every time you have to go and get inorganic fertilizers and put them into your big equipment and back and forth across the field, how much does that cost?
Right.
It's a huge amount. And if you have to do that more than once a year, you're how can you make much profit? Which explains why their profit level was, you know, very narrow.
Sure.
So they were always looking to grow more plants, increase the amount of um, uh,
Yield production.
fields that they were working on. And
Hmm.
really, when you start thinking about what a single person can get to by themselves, maybe 20, maybe 40 acres if you've got a couple of offspring helping you, it's a totally, completely um, destructive way that the Green Revolution took us to the point where there are no microorganisms in soil. Well, that material, that what I just called soil, according to Hans Jenny's definition of what soil is, you've got to have organisms in there. You have to have organic matter in there, and it's not 1% organic matter. The bare minimum of soil organic matter is 3%. You
Right.
drop down below that, and your microorganisms can't function for you. So, trying to get trying to work with growers for
Right.
the last 25 years or so. I've had a couple of started it here, and I'm discovered I'm not a business person. I'm a research scientist. So now we're at the Soil Food Web School
Right.
and Soil Food Web Incorporated.
Be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any new soul food web or homesteading content.